Starts her move with 9 seconds on the shot clock. Phases past Grider, the switch on Goldsmith. A tough layup is down.
No timeouts. They got to play for a stop right here. Don't gamble right here. Got to get back.
Oh, Susan on the line for Biola. They nearly turned it away. It's Kubo. Nubo for three, off glass, won't go! And Biola's season shatters. The three-point effort off glass is not to be. And the Lions withstand the surge of senioritis to win in overtime on senior night.
What on earth just happened? Bion, great scoop. You got to play for one stop, no timeouts. It's just you versus them, your five versus their five. And all of a sudden they come down. Thought the season was over on the first pass where Kubi had the steal. The game was in her hands. Come back down and the ball hits every part of the rim and just breaks everyone in La Mirada's heart to send Biola to Cancun. Unbelievable finish to that contest.
On Saturday, this is the biggest weekend of the season so far, JJ. What do the Lions have to do to come out with the win here today?
Well, I think we're going to have to watch two key areas tonight. It's going to be the turnover battle and the three-point battle. For Azusa Pacific, in 4 of their 5 losses this season, they have shot the ball terribly, 21% or more from downtown. For Vanguard, in their 3 losses, they have allowed the other team to shoot at least 33% from downtown as well. So you look at the 3 ball, look at the turnover battle. That's going to be crucial, especially because Point Loma, they turn the ball over the most in this conference. And then, of course, Vanguard, offensively, something tangible. Don't let the ball stick. They have to be able to get off the ball, keep the ball movement healthy, especially because you're missing Hallie C, who is a straw to stir this drink herself.
2 teams in fine form. Vanguard back from a 2-game road trip, and they're going to try to make it 6 straight wins in a row, but they have to face a team who gave them a lot of problems in early January.
Jared, Vanguard is battle tested. This is their 3rd straight matchup against a top 6 opponent in the conference, and you're exactly right. They're looking for revenge after that contest in early January against the Golden Eagles, where they stopped their 7-game win streak at the time. So Vanguard's got their work cut out for them, but they've got to look at the 3 ball tonight. Vanguard, in their 4 losses, they've allowed 33% from downtown. Concordia is the 2nd best 3-point shooting team from downtown in this conference, so they have to make sure that they shore that up.
The Training Royals have run out of racetrack. It's time for the games that matter most. It's the PacWest season opener as the Vanguard University Lions welcome the Menlo College Oaks. And with that, we welcome you inside the Freed Center for Service and Leadership. Jared Rohn alongside JJ Johnson, Kiana Moya, the 3rd member of our crew. And JJ, this is as crucial as they come. Why don't you walk us through some keys to the game here if Vanguard are going to be successful here on night number 1 of the PacWest?
Well, 2 very different stories for each of these teams heading in. Menlo obviously coming at 2-4, a little bit subpar non-conference schedule. Vanguard 4-1 with some impressive wins over the GNAC. For Vanguard, the keys tonight are going to be cut the head of the snake off, and that's Alberta Frisch. And she has 16.8 points per game. That's 10 more than anyone else on their team.
Wrapped around the arc. Deep 3 for Moyers. That's her range. It shows her range.
9th best 3-point shooter in the conference at 34.3%. Hey, you said it, Jared. That's range and a half.
On the release, handing the offensive rebound. She's away from Kubo, has a try. And has a 3-pointer to her name. Michaela Hanning opens her account.
Well, I see your 9th best 3-point shooter in the conference. I raise you the 3rd best in Michaela Hanning. She's cooled down to a 39.8% clip. Gives you an idea of what type of tear she was on early.
Scherzer with the send off into the corner, and Madsen will hit.
We just got through talking about Madsen, who needs to get her 3-ball going. She kind of has, Jared. I mean, sneakily. I know she's still at just a 27% from downtown, but since January 29th, she's been shooting 37% from deep, which is par for her career average.
9 of the shot clock. Scoff, good contest.
Options are on the perimeter every time they go to these sidearm balls. It's because the hedge is pushing them so far out that they're taking a country mile to get around the show. More middle third actions would probably be beneficial for the Vanguard offense.
Double, Scoff, straight away, book it.
Definitely needed that one, as Coach Simonson needs to burn one here, and I don't blame him because they're playing with fire. You know Vanguard can get hot in a hurry. It's back to single digits, Jared Rohn. This is tough to see as Keys diving for the loose.
Bion drives baseline, tough look, and finishes.
Kubi doing it again with another deflection. I might need to burn another one if I'm Coach Simonson, drop a new press break, because right now Biola is on their heel. If I'm Kubi, I'm going to change my shaded angle a little bit to take away the middle of the floor because she can't run the baseline. See that right there? I would have changed my angle to take away that pass.
Naibo. And the baseline, Jay is short.
Great box out all around by Vanguard. Everyone in gray was hitting a man in black.
And can they get a good look here on the biggest possession of the night so far? It's Hanning to the cup, skates one in.
And that's what you should have been going to a lot earlier, is going to your horn sets, because now you have both the bigs out. They don't know where the tag is supposed to be coming from.
Bion, excuse me. 4-point game. They need a good shot to go here. Bion in trouble, but a whistle bails her out.
You said it, Jared. Bailed out because Keila Kubi, I don't know what was going on. She screened Hudson instead of screening Hudson's man. This is going to be a tough situation. I still don't understand why Michaela Hanning is on the floor with 4 fouls.
Surely they want this ball to go to Moyers or Grider. It is to Grider, and it's Hanning. And she is, oh my goodness, it's a travel. Oh my goodness. J.J. Johnson, I mean, you and I can see it quite clearly. That ball is going to go to Moyers or Grider. It goes to Grider. Hanning is in a position where you think she has to foul her.
Yes.
And somehow Lainey Grider turns it over.
I don't understand that at all, because you know who's it going to.
Yes.
And why is Hanning matched up on her of all people when you know that you're in a foul situation? Am I missing something in that, Jared?
Vanguard are running on adrenaline here.
Yes.
And that is both a good thing, but perhaps a bad thing.
Absolutely. When it comes to making those decisions in crunch time.
6.9 of the clock. Ball with Bion against Grider. Down to 3, 2, Bion, tough look. And it's down at the buzzer. Bion, 10 fourth-quarter points, and she beats the buzzer to push overtime. Going downhill, spins on Scott, open to scoring here in the night.
Love the aggression there early. Let's try to attack Emma Scoff. That's the mindset you're thinking for Azusa Pacific, the leading scorer for the Lions. If you can get her out of the ball game, might be advantage you.
Who can take the better shots? And Vanguard have been giving APU some good looks
Quality
here.
looks. So heading into halftime for Azusa Pacific, obviously you want to finish these last 63 seconds well. Heading into the half, you have to feel pretty good. I understand it's a double-digit game right now, but you have had quality looks. You're one of the best shooting teams in the conference, especially from downtown, as we talked about, second best three-point shooting team. They've given Vanguard has given them so many quality looks that they're bound to fall.
JJ, a lot to talk about in that first half. I mean, APU shot 2 for 10 from downtown. That is just unheard of. I mean, they were 2 for 16 against Point Loma, but that was their worst three-point shooting percentage in 3 years.
Yeah.
So you have to expect that they're going to find a shooting groove in this second half. And for Vanguard, I mean, defensively, they had a lot of lapses that could prove costly here in the second half.
And we talked about this. Vanguard is the best team at defending three-point line in the conference, right? But for Azusa Pacific to have 8 quarters in a row where they shoot the 3 ball terribly, I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
So far, it's been 6 in a row. I think Azusa's going to get hot in the second half. So it's just going to be up to Vanguard to kind of weather the storm in that regard. But Vanguard didn't really force any turnovers either. Obviously, there was the 3 early in the contest before that first media timeout in the first quarter. Since then, Azusa has settled, and they've only had 2 turnovers over the last 15 minutes of game time. So for me, Vanguard has been doing all right. I mean, obviously, you got a 14-point lead. That's pretty good. Vanguard, they just got to make sure that they do not let Azusa get off from downtown. And right on cue.
1 possession game here inside the Freed Center.
Wouldn't have had it any other way, though. These 2 teams, the top 2 teams in the conference, first place on the line. You knew a championship pedigree program like the Cougars, they were going to have a response.
To tie it, Jones drills it.
Toothpaste is out of the bottle now. Vanguard's going to have to play, understanding that APU is hot from deep, and there's no slowing them down now for the last 2.5. They need this game to kind of make sure that they are aware that Point Loma will probably test them even more so in their contest from Saturday.
I'd like to close out the exam with a passing grade. 2:20 left to go. Catch and shoot. Jones, a new career high from the parking lot.
And this is what we're talking about, Jared. Just a step too slow. Lauren Jones has been lighting him up from deep all night. Now 7 for 11 from downtown. Took that one back in the Canyon City. Goodness me, another timeout by the Cougars.
2 for, yeah.
But again, there's no way that Azusa, after shooting 12.5% at Point Loma, was going to come here and shoot another 20%. Obviously, they shot 20% in the first half. First half was another fluke. Now Azusa's getting back to cooking with grease.
JJ, what do you think is the look for APU out of the timeout? Because they have so many weapons at their disposal, but they got to find the right one.
Sayok, it's going to be in her hands, and I feel like they're going to have some type of exit action for Lauren Jones to get a catch and shoot. And if Sayok doesn't like it, let Sayok go be a hooper. I think that's got to be your action right here. It's just have Jones coming off a bunch of stuff, but leave the alley open for an isolation for Sayok would be your best case scenario. And maybe double overtime, because I feel like the longer this game goes on, the more it favors Azusa because of what we just talked about, the emotional energy that Vanguard just had to expend.
Shot clock is off. It's Sayok. Sizing up Hanning. Sneaks inside. High off glass. Up and in.
Just like we talked about, Sayok had the option to go isolation. The start of that possession, though, had Jones coming off a stagger screen off the baseline. They got numbers if they want it.
Trying to build some momentum. Hanning demanding the basketball from the corner. Got it to go.
Almost a block shot because Bayon took a couple extra dribbles. Just get off the ball early.
How deep does her bag go?
I don't think you want to ask that question, Jared. Don't want to find out.
Sayok. Another. Yes.
You asked the question, how deep is her bag? How about that one? First time tonight we've seen her just stop behind a screen and go heels on the three. Two-pointer, not usually a good shot, but when you got it cooking like that, you can take whatever you want. Hope for a miracle right now, but Akila Kubi's back in the game. She's really good at the tip of this press. This is important because now, if I'm Akila Kubi, I'm going to shade it back to that corner, just what she's doing right there, so I can get the trap.
Lucas in towards Jones. Wrestled away by Kubi.
Now you get Kubi back out of the game. That's what Kubi does for you right there. She just turns up the heat defensively just when you need it. They don't have a timeout, though. I'd get Kubi back out and get Jaren Madsen back in.
Around the horn to the corner. Valhose, catch and shoot. Rattles around the rim, picked up by Hanning.
Can't lose her, one of the best shooters in the country at 45% from deep.
Around the horn, steal here from Kubi.
Familiar refrain, is it not, Jared? Coming off those 5 steals in one performance out in the Hawaii trip against Hawaii Pacific.
Backing down her former teammate, but can't finish.
Think she knew it was coming on the drop step?
Well, I'll tell you what, after the APU win, Coach Elliott said, we're going to get that ball to Tippins in Vlahov early on, and we're going to keep attacking until someone can stop them.
Can't blame them. 25 points, 8 boards for Tippins in that APU win.
Stoff, Mersch still puts it up, puts it in! Loma with the lifeline late in the shot clock from Maddie Mersch.
Just 7 points per game. Unlikely hero in this situation. Thought they were going to go to someone else, but they liked the matchup and they targeted it.
And now Scoff squeezes past one and puts it up and in.
Yeah, really good job by Emma Scoff attacking the interior. But did you see Michaela Hanning, a guard setting a Gortat screen? You love the high IQ play.
Defender of the week.
Just too much on the interior. That's second straight possession that Vanguard's been in a cross match, which is going to be a common theme when Vanguard sends 2 to the ball. You're going to find a lot of those mismatches on the backside. See if Concordia can take advantage of those.
Vela. And flash off the fingertips.
I mean, Concordia, I get that's part of their game plan, right, is to try to speed past Vanguard's press. But, I mean, how many times are you going to have that type of turnover off the fingertips before you, I don't want to say give up on it, but understand what your personnel is giving you.
One. Hanning skates to the cup, kick out Madsen. Cha-ching.
Terrific execution, Jared Rowan. Akila Kubi looped her way around. It's a little bit of a wrinkle from Vanguard's end of quarter situation. This time she set the flare screen on the backside. Get your shooter going because Jaren Madsen, she certainly needed it.
Vanguard closed the half on an 18-3 run, and they lead big here on the PacWest Network. We will take a break. It is second half action when we come back. Darkyle spins away from 1 and 2, and a gentle floater off glass. Boy, that was pretty from Asia Darkyle.
Yeah, it was, and that's the example that you put in the resume when you file the application for PacWest Freshman of the Year.
Warriors will get it inside to Ship again. She'll go to work. No, she skips it outside. Again, that's Knight. Three-pointer in and out. Looked good again, but doesn't go. And the board pulled down by Kayla Boozer.
But that's such a mature play by Jasmine Ship. Yeah, she's got it going, but she understands that Vanguard also knows that she's got it going. She knows the double team's coming. Let me kick out to my shooter on the backside.
Right side, Hanning. Pass indoors, off the glass and good. Nice little give and go. Shayla O'Neal converts.
Adjustment was made right away for Vanguard in that media timeout. They said just start slipping everything to try to loosen up this congestion that Westmont is causing so beautifully. Give them a little Mucinex.
To cut that lead to 4 better. Here goes Kiefer. She'll drive it all the way in.
That's one of the problems when you do play that drop coverage against a non-shooter is if you give them a head of steam and you don't take a charge, you're in for a world of trouble and you start to play that Olay defense, especially when you have 2 fouls.